Alright, today I'm going to be discussing how I made $1,000 profit on eBay in 4 days, and how you can do it too. Before we get started, if you could go down and subscribe and hit that bell button, and also like this video, it would really help out. I put a lot of time and effort into this channel, and it'd really make my day. So anyways, let's get right into it. I made $1,000 approximately in profit from eBay in just 4 days by selling a couple of things I got on Facebook Marketplace. So let's get into the stats real quick. I'll open up the old laptop. Alright, so I got it up on my laptop here. I don't know how much I actually want to show of my seller page here, but this is between August 3rd and August 6th, 4 full days, and I only sold not too many items. I'm not doing any like drop shipping where you sell however many thousands of items or hundreds of items a day. I only bought 2 things on Facebook Marketplace, and one of the things I bought was a desktop, which I parted it out so I sold multiple items from it. But it was just 2 things I purchased, and then I flipped them to make $1,000 in profit. Alright, pause. Before anyone goes off about how, oh, your stats don't completely match up, or you forgot about the eBay fees and PayPal fees and all that, this is not like to show you how to make exactly $1,000 or how to do this, how to get rich. I just want to show you guys an example of how I did it personally and how I made money just by selling a few things. This isn't one of those, my numbers don't matter that much. It's just more of just an example, show you guys what can be done and how you can even scale it up or scale it down. This is just my example of what I did. So don't get mad about if it's not exact $2,000 or forgot about eBay fees, all that stuff. I know about all that. I just wanted to give this as more of an example of what can be done just in a couple days with some pretty simple techniques. So anyways, back to the video. So if you add all this up, it's about $2,000 in sales, and I spent just over $1,000 on the products themselves. I bought the desktop for $500, and I bought the lens for $400. And the lens is right here, you can see. It's just a Canon 100 to 400 millimeter lens, and I got that for $400, and it sells for quite a bit more than that, around $600. I got $560 for it. I got a quick sale out of it. So about $160 in profit there. And basically what I do is I'll go on Facebook Marketplace and I'll just look through all different, I'll go through computers and electronics, I'll look through it. Anything that catches my eye that's kind of cheap, I know what a lot of things are valued at and what they should be sold for, so I'll look for anything that's fairly cheap on there. So yeah, I don't know when was it, last week or a couple weeks ago, I was browsing on there and I was looking at lenses because I was actually looking for a lens for my camera, and I saw this Canon lens. It was a 100-400, and you wanted $475 for it, the seller. So I was looking at it, looked up on eBay, and they sold it for quite a bit more. I think it was the Mark 1 lens. The Mark 2 sells for a lot more, but it was the Mark 1 lens that sells for, it was like $600 to $700 on average, and you wanted $475. So I started talking to the guy that was selling it and met up with him and pretty much just, haggled him down to $400 for it. Also, if you want a video on like how to haggle down people and lowball people and get good deals on stuff on Craigslist and Marketplace, let me know. I can make a video on that. So I haggled him down to $400 for it. It was in pretty good condition, so I basically went home, cleaned it up really good. There's some dirt on it and whatnot. Cleaned up the lens really good. It had a bag, it had a lens hood too. So I took all that off, cleaned everything, and I took really good pictures of it against a white background, basically just the best pictures I could. And I just used my phone to take pictures as well, because I usually do my eBay listings on my phone. It's pretty simple setup. I just have poster board and some lights that take pictures on, but just make it look really professional. And I pretty much put it up for $640, and within a couple days of putting it up, I sold it for $560. Someone made an offer on it, counter offer, got it $560, which is $160 profit right there just in a few days. And also at the same time that I was selling that, I bought this desktop. I actually made a video buying this desktop a few videos back. Make sure to check that out, because I got this crazy desktop for only $500 on Marketplace, and it was like a $2,500 desktop, new, and it's a couple years old. And the same thing I did with that, I went on Facebook Marketplace and I just looked for things that were cheap. I was looking at computers, looking for something that I could make a profit on. This popped up, it was just posted, and They want $600 for it. Talked them down to $500. Go watch that whole video about buying this desktop if you want to see the whole story. But I got it for $500 with a monitor and everything. And that's what a majority of these sales came from. I got the desktop, and basically I didn't really do much with it. It was already working fine. It was a cooler that was bad on it, the water cooler, so I took that off. I basically just took the whole computer apart, parted it out, and I put all the different components up for sale separate on eBay. And did the same thing with the lens. Just cleaned them up, got them looking really nice, took good pictures of them, and just posted them up. And that's what a lot of these sales are. So I sold almost everything. There's a few little things. I have like a couple hard drives left, but the majority of everything sold. So within 4 days, the most expensive stuff sold like the first day I put it up. So within 4 days, I sold everything from this computer, including it came with a 4K monitor. That was one of the last things I sold here. And then, you know, the graphics card and the motherboard and processor, those are the first things I sold, and the RAM. So all of that I sold within 4 days of putting it up. A lot of stuff the first day I put it up. That computer that I bought for $500, I ended up selling everything from it for, I think it was $1,300, give or take a few. $800 profit just on this desktop, a little over $800, as well as the $160 profit on that lens. All of that was within 4 days. Now I'm not saying that I do this every 4 days I make $1,000 profit, that I do this continuously. This is a pretty good, really good for me. But I'm telling you guys that it can be done. I mean, this is nothing crazy. I'm not one of those guys that says, oh yeah, do this, you know, I make $60,000 a month on eBay by doing this and that. Like, I'm just a regular person, you know, I still work a part-time job. I don't do this full-time, but I made $1,000 in 4 days just by flipping stuff from Marketplace on eBay. And really anyone can do this. You really just have to keep always looking at Marketplace and Craigslist, because that desktop, if you watch that video I made about it, I was texting the guy, it was posted like 15 minutes ago, and it was such a good deal. He said he already had like a bunch of people texting him about it, so you just really have to be the first person on all these deals, and you can get some crazy deals like this and make some really good profits in just a few days. And especially stuff like desktops, high-end desktops, and components and lenses. Those are really big sellers on eBay. That's another thing you have to look out for, is something that's gonna sell good. Phones, they sell really good on eBay. A lot of phones I get on Marketplace, I sell within a day or two of posting them up, and I make, you know, $100, $200 profit on a phone in like 1 or 2 days and just a few hours of work. Most of the work involved is driving to the location, meeting up with someone, buying it, and then just cleaning it up and taking really good pictures. That's the main thing. You really can't just put it up dirty and all that. You're not gonna get that much profit. You have to make sure it looks good, make sure it's all cleaned up, and just take the best pictures possible. Because a lot of stuff I get on Marketplace, I get such a good deal on it because it's dirty and it needs something, you know, it's not in the best condition. So cleaning it up is really the best thing you can do to get the best profits out of things. Like these desktop components, if I just took a picture, set the graphics card on the carpet on the ground, and it was all dusty, and took a picture from far away with like a 10-year-old phone, nobody's gonna want to buy it, because they obviously think I didn't put time and care into actually selling it and making sure it works and everything. But when you get a nice clean background, good quality pictures from all different angles, you know, it's a nice clean component, you're gonna get good sales and you're gonna sell it really fast. So that's really the main thing, is just you gotta go on Marketplace, find these deals before anybody else does, and you just gotta clean it up, put it right on eBay, and you're gonna be able to get good sales like these. You might not be able to make $1,000 in 4 days, or you might be able to make $2,000 in 4 days. It really all depends on how much effort and time you put into it. That's really it. I mean, you just gotta really put the time and effort into it. Always be looking for the deals. No matter where you're at, you're gonna find good deals, whether it's something for free on the side of the road, anything like that. You're really always gonna be able to find good deals. You just need to keep looking all the time, and you'll be able to do something like this. So it's really that simple. I'm not an expert. You know, I'm pretty much just a beginner seller on eBay. So if I can do this, I'm sure anyone can. I'm sure you can probably do way better than this. You just always need to keep looking out for deals, parting stuff out, getting big bundles. That's the best thing to do, like this desktop. I wouldn't have been able to come close to this if I sold it as a desktop unit itself, because parting it out, you really make a lot more money. If you get big bundles and just sell it all separate, you're gonna be able to get a lot more money. So that's really it. I mean, that's probably one of the easiest ways to make $1,000 in less than a week right here in profits. I mean, you're just getting on Facebook Marketplace, getting really good deals. You really gotta lowball people, get stuff for super cheap, and then you can sell it on eBay because there's way more buyers. They're always looking for stuff on eBay than there's gonna be on a Facebook Marketplace post that's in a certain city that's limited within 20 miles. I mean, there's millions of people using eBay all the time that are gonna want something that someone that in a small town on Facebook Marketplace isn't gonna buy usually. You're gonna be able to sell it on eBay. So always do your research, look at sold listings on eBay, and just keep looking on Facebook Marketplace for those deals. I mean, this was not that many items. I think it was 10 items or less within 4 days that made me that money. It's not some drop shipping, sell 1,000 items or sell, $500 $10 items or whatever. You really just find the good deals, bigger items, and then just post them up, clean them up, sell them on eBay or Amazon or whatever you're into. So that's really what I did to make this $1,000 in 4 days. I found 2 really good items, bigger purchases. You gotta have money to start, but bigger purchases like this that you can part out are really the way to go. That's about it. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of work, but it's obviously easier than what a lot of other ways that you can make $1,000. So anyways, I hope this video inspired you guys to go out, check Facebook Marketplace, always keep looking on there, and hopefully you guys can do this. Hopefully you can do better than me. Again, I'm not trying to say I'm some crazy expert at doing all this. I was just giving you guys my experience. The best ways I make money on this is just electronics, computers, phones, buying them on Facebook Marketplace, selling them on eBay. And that's how I managed to make $1,000 in just a 4-day period. Anyways, hopefully you guys can do this. Hopefully you guys become millionaires. And, just do your own thing. See what works best for you. If it's not eBay, maybe even just buying something on eBay and selling it on a Facebook Marketplace. It could be the complete opposite. This is just my experience. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like this video. Check out my other videos. I spend a lot of time on my channel making these videos, so it would really mean the world to me if you guys could check out my other videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.